So we're getting to the season for warm drinks. And I recently came across a recipe for a drink called hot buttered rum. Now, I'll be honest, I actually just recently made this and I didn't film it because I wanted to make sure it was good before I advertised to my friends to go try this. So, what we're gonna do is we have to make the butter portion beforehand. It'll end up getting put in the fridge and then later on we add it to the rest of the drink. So I'm starting here with 2 sticks of unsalted butter that I've put in the microwave for about 45 minutes. We're then gonna take some light brown sugar. We're gonna do 1.5 cups. So this is my super high class fancy sugar container. Take that. To make things easier, I just went ahead and did 1 cup and then 1/2 cup. Obviously, if you're trying to save on doing your dishes, you just do 3 1/2 cups, or you do 1 and you just eyeball the half for in the 1 cup. All right, so we'll add that. Then we're going 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, or in my case, your teaspoon's too large to fit in the container, so you grab the 1/2 teaspoon and you just do 2. All of my measurements are lightly rounded just because I like these flavors this time of year. We're doing 1/2 teaspoon of ground clove. And we're doing 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice. All right. Now that we have that all added in, we're just gonna come through here with a spatula. We're just gonna mix it all up. I'm just trying to break up the brown sugar a little bit before I start to actually stir. So hopefully it incorporates a little bit easier. Now I went and looked up a few recipes for this, and a few of them include honey as well. So if you have honey laying around, which I do not, it is 1 cup of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of honey. Make sure to thoroughly mix this. You want those seasonings nice and distributed throughout. Then what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up putting this in some type of container that you can then refrigerate. I used a mason jar. That I'll actually end up adding this mixture to, because I still have a little bit left. So I'll show you what that looks like. So just a nice mason jar. This is what it looks like after it's solid, or well, I mean at least after it refrigerates. And yeah, when this hardens up, I'll catch you guys up with how to then make a hot butter rum. Okay, so our butter mixture has now been sitting for a few hours in the fridge. What you do, you go ahead and take yourself a coffee cup. And you want 2 tablespoons. Now, I'm gonna use an actual tablespoon because I'm gonna leave it in there to help stir this up after I add hot water. Obviously, it doesn't have to be exact. I'll be honest, a little extra doesn't hurt. It's very much a holiday flavored drink. So there's our 2 tablespoons. Now you want 2 ounces of dark or spiced rum. I'm here using Kraken Black Spiced Rum. This is 94 proof. I really like this rum. It's got a sweeter kind of vanilla to it. This is not an official measuring device. This is actually for dips, like when you're making like French fries or chicken strips or something like that. But I just find that it gives me almost perfectly 2 ounces. It's a little extra, but it doesn't hurt too much. Now, what you want to do is add hot water. One of the easiest ways to do this is I take it and I put it on my Keurig and I just run it without a pod in it. And I use the 8-ounce setting. And then we're just gonna let that brew. All right, we've just taken this off the Keurig. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get a good angle of this. But you're basically now just gonna stir in this mixture. It's got this lovely color. It's a little bit lighter than coffee, but it's got a very seasonal scent. Kind of reminds me of like apple cider when you're doing it fresh on the stove. Let's see, I don't know if I tip this any further. Well, I'll see about taking some images and I'll add a little bit of video right afterwards or some pictures right afterwards. But the way we finish this off is we take a little bit of ready whip, or really any whipped cream. You don't need to use name brand stuff. Add a little bit, then top that with a little bit of ground nutmeg. Yes, real fresh nutmeg will be better tasting, but ground stuff will work fine for this. And that's it. And then you're just, I'll be honest, it's blazing hot right now, but I will attempt to take a sip. Oh yeah. It's sweet, and you get the allspice and the clove in there, and the rum you choose is going to alter the flavor, obviously. If you do something real dark, like a Myers rum or something like that, it's gonna alter the way this tastes. But something like Kraken, or even say like a Captain Morgan spice rum, both of which have a very nice vanilla flavor. It's fantastic. The whipped cream obviously just adds that little bit, and a little bit of nutmeg as well. But I keep the spoon in there because as I let it cool, I've realized that some of it'll settle a little bit. So just give it a few stirs or whatever afterwards, you know, as you're drinking it. But it is delicious. Great for the holidays, great for cold weather. So I hope you like it. Please comment down below on if you try it and if you like it, or how you would have changed it yourself. Like it, share it. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you all.